Welcome to the Nothing Much Just Chillin' Show with your hosts Emma and Julio. Nothing much, just chillin' show. Nothing much, just a chillin'.
Welcome back to NMJC, aka Nothing Much Just Chillin', or welcome if you're new here. I'm Emma, and this is my podcast where I chill. It's kind of more like a talk between two friends on FaceTime, so if you're into that kind of thing, please make sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify, follow on Apple Podcasts, subscribe wherever the fuck you're listening to me right now. And yeah, I'm excited you're here, and thank you for all my returning chillers. Let me know if you guys don't mind being called chillers, because I don't know, it's kind of growing on me the more I say it. Anyways, I would love to know what you guys are doing right now while listening or watching this podcast. I watch and listen to a lot of podcasts every single day. Like, I listen to at least 5 podcasts a day. It's actually ridiculous. Like, whether it be on a walk or doing chores or driving or doing my makeup, like, I'm always listening to podcasts, so please let me know what you're doing. And bonus points if you're literally just chilling. If you are actually just chilling with me right now, that is, I feel very honored if you're just sitting there chilling. Like, that if anybody's doing that right now, please let me know. Anyways, what's everybody been up to? I'm very happy and excited to have a West Side summer. Like, I'm really loving it. I'm going to the beach. I'm going on walks in this nice warm weather. Oh yeah, we have a heat wave right now, but being on the West Side, it's a little bit better. Thank God, because we don't have air conditioning and I have all the windows closed right now, and I'm okay, but I can't leave them closed for much longer because I will start to sweat and I will get really shiny, even more shiny than I already am right now. It's highlight right now, but it's gonna turn into highlight and sweat by the end of this. But yeah, living on the West Side, it's always much cooler than living in the Valley. Like, I know in the Valley it's gotten into like triple digits the past couple weeks, so that sucks, and I don't know if I could ever do that. But it would be nice to live somewhere where I could control the temperature again, because I really loved that in downtown. Pros and cons to anywhere you live in LA, you know what I mean? Like, I love so many areas of LA, and this is just where we're living now, so I'm gonna take full advantage of having the best beach girl summer that I can, and I have been. But besides going to the beach, Julio and I, well, you guys know, and if you guys don't know, if this is your first time ever listening to my podcast, again, welcome. But Julio is my boyfriend. Julio and I aren't really into like the bar club scene, and we don't really go sceney places like the Bungalow or the Victorian or the Waterfront, stuff like that, or Winston House. Like, I would like to go when I'm having a day where I'm like, yeah, let's do something crazy. But usually what we do for fun is going to comedy shows, going to concerts, going to the movies, and going out to dinner. That works for us. I do also really like going hiking, but I feel like I went hiking or craved hiking more when we lived in downtown and didn't have, outside access to just nature, because now where we live, we're so close to the beach and it's just like a nice neighborhood to be outside in, whereas downtown was just, it was downtown. So yeah, I kind of just love going on walks in the neighborhood, but we should go hiking soon when it cools off a little bit. But we've been walking to the movie theaters a lot. We live like 2.5 miles from 2 AMCs, and we are AMC Stubs members, and if I could influence you guys to do anything in this life, it is to become AMC Stubs members, because it is the most elite group in the world, I think. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if you like going to the movies, it's so worth it. So last week I talked about how we saw Past Lives, and we loved that film. Highly recommend. But then also last week we saw Asteroid City, which is the new Wes Anderson film, and it was absolutely awful. In our opinion, we didn't like it, but I think I'm just too dumb I think I'm honestly just like, it went over my head. I think I'm too dumb to really appreciate it. I feel like people that really love Wes Anderson will like the film, and I really love Wes Anderson. I mean, I would say I like Wes Anderson. I'm not ride or die for Wes Anderson, but it didn't really make sense to me, and it wasn't really that fun to watch. I really didn't like it. So sorry, Wes. So sorry. So I would not recommend seeing that film, but I'm glad we saw it so that we could have an opinion on it. And then over the weekend we saw No Hard Feelings, which is the new movie with new rom-com with Jennifer Lawrence, and I don't remember the actor's name who plays the boy that she dates, the 19-year-old that she dates, but it is so funny. I love Jennifer Lawrence, but I think this is a very well written movie. It's a nice feel good movie, which is what we needed. We needed a nice feel good bubblegum movie. If you don't know what bubblegum means, it's just like you don't have to think about it. That's what I like, things that I don't have to think too hard to understand. Like Asteroid City, like that was too much. That was not bubblegum, you know. But No Hard Feelings, very bubblegum. Really enjoyed watching it, and that's why you go to the movies, to just enjoy yourself and be entertained. Like, you don't want to be doing like math equations in your head, you know what I mean? Or at least I don't. I mean, there are some films that I really enjoy the way that they like make you think deeper about things, but sometimes you're just like, I just want to see a good movie. So yeah, I would highly recommend that one. And then on Friday's July 21st, and I have thought about this date for, I don't know, how long has this fucking Barbie promo been going on for? It's felt like a year. It's felt like over a year. What's the slogan? She's everything, he's just Ken, or something like that. Iconic. I'm so fucking excited to see it. We have our tickets for Friday. I got even more excited to see it once I heard Billy's song that she wrote for it, because it's so beautiful. And reading her caption about like how the song came to be was like, oh shit, this film is gonna be a tearjerker. It's gonna be really deep. It's not just gonna be like Barbie Ken, like it's gonna be a deep movie, which I mean you can already tell a little bit from the previews, but I'm so excited to see it. And Julio is too, and we're gonna see Oppenheimer too, but yeah, super excited to see Barbie, so I'll talk about that next week. Okay, have you guys seen the trailer for the Willy Wonka with Timmy C? Like, I might not see it because I love Timothée Chalamet. Like, he's one of my celeb crushes. Love him. Love a little artsy, doesn't look like he eats boy, you know what I mean? But I think that trailer gave me the ick, and I don't want to further the ick by watching the whole film, you know what I mean? Or maybe I should, just to like, you know, get one thing out of my mind, you know what I mean? Like, crushes take up a lot of space. I'm just kidding, he's not really my top tier celeb crushes, or was he? And now I'm saying that because I saw the Willy Wonka trailer, and now I've got the ick. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Oh no, not the ick. Can't go back from the ick. We know that from Love Island, man. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Love Island on this podcast because I know people are watching it two weeks behind, but this season is so fucking good. My favorite season of Love Island is season 3. And actually, my best friend Esme, we finally got to her. It sounds so sinister. I'm just kidding, but she watched an episode when she was over the other day. Oh my god, this summer I turned pretty. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but she watched an episode of Love Island with us, and she was like, okay, I think this seems messy, this seems entertaining to watch, like I'm gonna give it a try. So I told her to start at season 2, Love Island UK. I don't know what it is, but like season 1 is like not that memorable to me. Like, it was just kind of like but it's fine. Like, they were just getting started. But I would love to see like where they are now, Love Island season 1. But yeah, I mean, that's the season that started it all. So, you know, they walked so this season could run, you know what I mean? So that season 3 could run, really. But season 2, I think it's like the messiest season. So I told her to start with that one, and she's been like she's been texting me like notes that she took down from episodes that she wanted to discuss with me, and like all her like thoughts. And it's so funny because your thoughts change like every episode with the characters that are in Love Island. But she had all these questions about the lingo in Love Island. Like she was like, is bird a woman? Like, yeah, bird equals girl. Mugged off, she also wanted to know what that meant. And it means like made to look like a fool. Like, oh, I don't want to get mugged off, or like she's mugging me off, or basically like I don't want to get played. Pied off means rejected. Mint is cool. And I said like sometimes used in a sarcastic way. Crack on, get to know someone. Graft, putting in effort to get someone to like you. Fancy, attracted to, I fancy them. My British accent is so bad. I don't know why I'm even trying. It's also funny that she's watching that season as well, because Katie from season 2 is in the new season right now. Sometimes Love Island does that, where they'll bring back past contestants. And yeah, the sex is wild in that season as well. So hope you're enjoying that, Esme. You're welcome. Oh, okay. So Julio and I just finished The Bear. Oh my God. Okay, that's a crush. Jeremy Allen White. He might be in my top tier of crushes right now. I love him and the whole show. Like, I love all the actors in that show. Don't even have to explain it to you because it's such a big show that everybody's talking about it, but it's one of Julio and I's favorite shows now, like ever. And we actually started making a list of like tiers for the shows that we watch. Like, there's the S tier is like the greatest, like perfect, and then A, B, C, D. Our rule for a show making it to the S tier is that it has to have more than one season. So this is the second season for The Bear. With this writers actors strike, I don't know when we're gonna get season 3, but I'm so excited for whenever it comes out because the dialogue is truly something else. The cinematography, I was telling Julio, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but there's a lot of shots that are like, how do I describe this to audio listeners? A lot of shots look like they are set up to be very similar to how it feels to like look from like a restaurant into a kitchen. You know, like that window, or like a kitchen into the restaurant. Like, you know how there's like a window, or the kitchen's just open and it's like in between shelves. The life in between like the two lines. I feel like there's a lot of shots in The Bear that are like that. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but if they did do that on purpose to have the audience always feel like they're like looking into the kitchen or looking out to the restaurant like that, it's really smart. I just love the cinematography in it. I love the cinematography. I love the acting. I love the dialogue. I love the story. I love the music. I love just the quirkiness of it all too, and the awkwardness in the relationships, and just like the new lingo too, like the whole yes chef thing. Like, it's just, it just makes you feel like you're there working in the back of working in a restaurant. So yeah, love that show so much. Another show that we love, that we just finished the first season of, hopefully there's a second season because we really enjoyed it. I don't know if there's going to be. It kind of maybe seems like a one season thing, but we watched Platonic, which is Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne's new comedy show. It's on Apple Plus, I believe, but all episodes are out now, and it's truly a great show, but we really didn't like the ending, so I don't want to spoil it, but it is a very entertaining show, and I just love them together. I think they were in Neighbors together, right? Like, they were like a couple in like some other movie that did really well. Oh, I was about to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty. So last Friday is when the first 3 episodes of season 2 came out. So Esme came over and we had a little girls. Julio was here watching it. The plan was actually just to watch it without Julio. It was supposed to be just a girls thing, but Julio ended up just sitting with us and watching it, and you know what, he thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, he was cracking, I mean, we were all cracking up. Like, it's just, the acting is absolutely insane in like the worst way, but like the best way, you know what I mean? Like, the acting sucks except for Taylor. Okay, why is Taylor on that show, who is Belly's best friend, she's the best actor on the show. She's the most interesting, likable character, I think. Every word of dialogue she says, I'm like, is there just a separate writer just for her? And then everybody else has these shitty lines and this shitty dialogue and this shitty acting. Like, why is she the only one ever making sense in this show? You know what I mean? Like, why is she's such a good friend? She's such a good like person. She's such a reasonable, like, down to earth girl. Like, she's my favorite. Like, she's my favorite person in that show. Even though I'm team Conrad, but damn, is he fucking annoying. His personality, not good. I hate the whole like sad boy, like brooding. Okay, I will give it to him. His mom just died, but like, his personality sucks. He's really nice to look at. He's literally a young Leonardo DiCaprio, which is every girl's dream. But holy shit, his personality sucks. It is so hard to listen to him. It is so frustrating. His movements in these first 3 episodes, and how he treats Belly and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, they only dropped 3 episodes, and then they're dropping an episode a week. So we'll see how it goes. But it's a very fun show to watch with your friends and just yell at the TV and crack up at how fucking annoying everybody is. But it's so fun to watch, you know what I mean? I would recommend you watch it if you're just like, I have an afternoon. I would seriously recommend anyone watch it, boy, girl, because Julio was cracking up. It's actually hysterical. It should be a comedy. It should be filed under comedy and not, I don't know, drama or whatever, teen drama. It should be teen comedy. But you know what has been my favorite funny thing to watch? It's actually a TikToker. His name is Adam Jockle, and I first heard about him on TMG, on Cody and Noelle's podcast. They brought him up, and Cody was like, this is my favorite TikToker of the week or whatever. And I don't know how many followers he had then, but he's blown up. He's so funny in the most sincere way. Like, he's not trying to be funny. He's really trying to like give people good advice and really like express himself. And he's just a good fucking dude, like the most pure human. But it is hilarious. Like, he does these fits of the day, and he's just like, what's up, guys? I got the Abercrombie jeans on, the American Eagle polo. It's gonna be an American Eagle summer. It's quite, I did not sell it there, but you have to go look up Adam Jockle on TikTok if you have a TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok, I don't know what to do, because you're missing out on all this prime comedy. This man is just pumping out the videos. He does these Starbucks reviews, and he does his fits of the day, and he does just like life advice, dating advice, and it's just the most genuine and sincere thing that I've seen on the internet in a very, very long time. He's just being himself. It's not a bit. People are like, is this a bit? Is he being sarcastic? Is this a joke? No. He's just a fucking amazing, good human who just believes in himself. And I think we all need to have that kind of confidence. He's honestly very inspiring. But you know what's really funny about it is that he's from Maryland. I don't know if he's from Howard County, but he did do a video at Columbia Mall near where I grew up. But I think he's from more like Owings Mills area. Anyways, he goes to Elon, which is where I went to school. And what I would do to be at Elon the same time as Adam Jockle, thinking about it makes me want to cry that I'm not there, or that he wasn't there when I was there, because I want to be his best friend. I would be his best friend if we were at Elon at the same time, because he just seems like Like, just such a cool guy. Like, he's so cool. You guys are gonna look him up and be like, what? I don't get it. But trust me, keep on scrolling, keep on watching every video, read the comments. It is the most pure, it's the highest form of art. It really is. His videos are the highest form of art. And if you don't understand that, then we can't be friends. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. It's a niche thing. It's a very niche thing, okay? If you don't like it, it's fine. I want to end this episode talking about how I've recently been putting myself out there more in regards to my career, taking more risks and messaging people and emailing, and it's okay. Rejection is okay. Like, I've had so much rejection in my career that I think I can handle it, but I feel like mostly what stops me from putting myself out there is, okay, what if they say yes and then I end up working with them and then they're really shitty to me, and then I have a sour taste in my mouth for somebody that I used to love or used to look up to, because that's also happened many, many times in my career where I've loved somebody and they've wanted me to do something for them, and it's just ended up really badly because either they didn't value me or didn't treat me well. So anyways, I've had this purely online relationship with this fitness influencer for, I don't know, probably like 5 or 6 years now that I've followed her and that she's followed me. And she is Canadian. She lives in Canada, so she lives kind of far. But over the years, I've just kind of been like, oh, like, let me know if you're in LA, like, I'd love to shoot. She actually has a swimwear brand, and when she started this company, I immediately was like, oh my God, I feel like my photography would fit her vibe for this brand so well. And that was like in the very beginning stages of this brand. It's called Night Swim. Night is KNIGHT. So it's so funny looking back now. I'm like, I always wanted to do a photo shoot with her and for her brand. And so she was threading last week. I saw on Threads she was posting about how she was in LA. And so I reached out to her and I was like, oh my God, are you in LA? Like, are you shooting content? Like, please, like, let me help you. And she was like, oh my God, yes. Like, we were planning on shooting it ourselves, like her and her employee. But yeah, and she ended up hiring me. And so we did the shoot on Saturday. It was her employee, and 2 models that they hired. So shooting all 4 of them. And it was so fun. I mean, first of all, Gabby, that's her name, Gabby, the fitness influencer. Canadians are so fucking nice. Like, I've never met a mean Canadian, right? But she was so lovely, so nice, so chill. Oh, I just loved her energy, and I loved being around her, and I loved being able to like meet her face to face because we've only talked online. It was really great, and the shoot overall, it was so great. I just got my film pictures back. I'm about to edit them and send them over, and the pictures I've already sent her, she's been like really excited about. So I'm super excited about this shoot, if you couldn't tell. But the only thing that ruined the shoot, and it didn't ruin it because we still got bomb ass pictures, but the one thing that sucked about this shoot is that we did it at Venice Beach. Venice Beach has such a high population of people, and there's just like scummy men everywhere in the world, there's scummy men, but in a highly populated area, there's gonna be a lot of fucking scummy men, let me tell you. So men just ruin everything. We're trying to be girlies, we're trying to take like artsy photographs, film photos, we're working, we have so many suits to shoot, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing our job, but there was just so many men that interrupted us. And I'm only going to talk about one instance because this actually like floored me. Like, I would kill to have this kind of delusion, this kind of confidence as a man with a camera. If I saw a photo shoot happening, right, anywhere, you know, maybe just like walking in my neighborhood, if I saw a photo shoot happening and it was a bunch of guys in, I don't know, fucking Speedos, like bathing suits, they were half naked, and I saw them, they had like a professional photographer, I would just keep on walking. Maybe if I was curious, maybe if I recognized the people shooting or the photographer or whatever, like if I recognized someone, maybe I would walk by and be like a little bit more interested, or maybe ask like, what's it for? But even then, I like wouldn't do it. I would just mind my own fucking business because they are working. They're obviously working, I wouldn't insert myself into the conversation. I wouldn't insert myself and be like, hey, I'm a photographer, in front of the photographer that they already hired. Like, it, oh my God, this is just insane to me. So we were by like the rocks on Venice Beach, which is just like across from the skate park. And we were over there, and there was like a big group of people like having a party or whatever. I'm like, oh, they won't bother us, it's fine. And so we start taking pictures, and then this guy came over and was like, hey, like, what, I know you guys are working, like, sorry to bother you, I know you guys are working. Which is like, don't bother us. Don't, if you have to say sorry to bother you, don't. Like, you're already bothering us. And so little Mr. Confidence starts talking, and he's like, oh, like, what are you guys shooting for? Like, are you shooting for a brand? Like, just asking all these questions, and we're like not even responding, because I think all of us are in like shock, because we all probably want to be like fuck off, but also are like scared for our lives because men are terrifying. And he was just like asking all these questions, and then Gabby was like, yeah, it's for a brand, my brand. And then he's like, oh, that's cool, like, where are you based? And they're like, Canada. He was like, oh, that's cool, like, I'm based in Texas, and I'm a photographer, so I was gonna offer my services or whatever. And this, mind you, I have 3 cameras in my hand. Like, what? Like, I have what? Why the fuck are you offering your photography services when you obviously see that this person is working and they already hired a photographer for their brand? Like, like, I would never want to like take somebody's money like that. Like, I wouldn't want to mess with somebody's livelihood like that. Like, that is just insane to me. I would never fucking do that. So anyways, if we get him to go away finally, and we start taking more pictures, and then all of a sudden he's like trying to like get their attention again, while I'm like, oh my God, can you stop? And they kind of like all look over, like kind of like and I'm not seeing it because I'm focused on taking pictures, right? But then I see them all like looking over that way, and I turn, and the guy has his camera, and he's like, hey, do you all mind if I took pictures of you guys? Do you guys mind? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do we mind if you take pictures? Do you mind? Do you mind if I do something that I already fucking did without your permission, without asking you? They're in bikinis. It's a swimwear brand. Like, this is not like we're on a beach. It's appropriate, definitely. Yeah, right? But I'm the one taking pictures. I'm the one they're trusting to take pictures of them, right? Like, that is so fucking weird and creepy. Like, men, the audacity, like, I cannot believe that happens still. Like, that is so creepy. Like, that is so uncalled for. Like, you don't just start randomly, even if you are a professional photographer. I don't care if you're fucking Ansel Adams. Like, I don't care if you're the fucking best male photographer in the fucking world. That's so inappropriate to just take pictures of people without their permission when they are obviously shooting for like their brand. You don't even know if these like products are out yet. I just wonder if like men have any brain cells left, honestly, because it doesn't seem like they do. I almost started yelling. I was getting really, really upset and mad. So I almost started yelling, but instead I was like, you know what, guys, we're going to move. We're going to move over here away from this fucking creep with a camera, because that's all that male photographers are. I'm just kidding. My male photographer friends listening to this, I love you guys. You guys aren't creepy, and you guys would never do this. So thanks for that. I mean, not thank you. That's just like a given. But oh my God, I was just fucking floored. I was shocked that happened, but like not really. I really wasn't, actually, because, you know, we are girls and this is Earth. So please, if you're listening to this and you're a man photographer, never ever go up to a group of people that are working, that are obviously have hired a photographer. If they were just shooting on their iPhones, maybe it would be okay to come over and be like, I have a professional camera. Do you want some professional photos? And then if they say no, then take that. Okay? Men need to learn how to just take rejection. They need to know They need to know the word no. They need to know that no is a full sentence, really. There was nothing about our body language or demeanor that would indicate to him that it would be okay to do that. Like, we were just kind of trying to ignore him and trying to like brush him away and like get him to stop talking to us. So the self-awareness is just not there. Girls can wear whatever the fuck they want, especially on the beach where anything goes. I mean, yeah, like they can't be like naked because it's not a nude beach, like that's against the law. But if they're wearing a bathing suit, that does not give a man with a camera the right to come over and be creepy and take photos of them without their permission. End of. But anyways, guys, put yourself out there, okay? It only took me DMing her to have myself a paid gig this weekend. So I'm feeling very blessed, fortunate for that opportunity. And I'm really just glad to have met her finally in person. And you should check out her page and Night Swim, because the pictures are going to be fire. And I'm very proud of myself for putting myself out there, because like I said, I'm trying to do it a lot more, and sometimes I'll fail and sometimes I'll have another story about how men are awful. But overall, it was a great experience, and I'm so happy with the pictures, so it's all good. Fuck that man though. Fuck him. All right, guys, thanks for chilling with me this week. I love you guys so much. Make sure to DM me, text me what you're doing while you're listening to this, while you're chilling with me. And yeah, I'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Nothing much, just a chillin'.